Hey guys, how's it going? It's Joy. I'm back yet again with another video. Welcome to the channel. So I do want to plug in my laptop because it says that my laptop is going to die. So one second, you guys. Let's get that out the way so that way we don't lose connection. I hope that you guys are enjoying your Sunday. All right. Hope that you guys are staying safe. Hopefully it is a Sunday fun day for you all. Let's bring up this chair a little bit. Got my little high chair. So yeah, what's been going on, you guys? So, excuse me. So yeah, I wanted to talk about why does the narcissist move in with the new supply so quickly? And this was actually an inspiration. Shout out to Cindy. I believe she mentioned this on the last live stream, saying that the narc moved in with the new supply within 2 weeks. So usually narcissists do that. It literally has nothing to do with any of us. It's based off of the narcissist's needs. It also could be based off of what that new supply has to offer the narc. Now some of the supplies, the narcissist really targets them very carefully. They tend to go after people that are, again, may not have high standards or, just may settle for less. But on the flip side, the person may, make a good living for themselves, and they may have a lot to offer. Maybe they have a home, maybe they have resources and things that the narcissist can use. And so usually the narcissist just wants to make sure that they secure their supply, right? And that means, moving in with this person quickly so that way, that person doesn't want to move on, or that person is pretty much stuck. It's their primary supply, pretty much their victim, meaning that they're going to go through that cycle of abuse, meaning they're going to get love bombed, they're going to get groomed, then they're going to start to get devalued, and then they're eventually going to be discarded. But usually if the narcissist moves in with the new supply quickly, that cycle of abuse would be slow. So sometimes the narcissist can love bomb you for years. It could be long amount of time. And then when, they're like, oh, this person isn't going anywhere. Maybe you're married to them, maybe have kids with them. And then they kind of ease in that devaluation where they're, talking down on you, where they're belittling you, where they're criticizing you, and and they're kind of saying like, oh, you're just being too sensitive, or, oh, I was just joking, or, oh, I never said that. And then, eventually maybe it just depends on your tolerance, or it could depend on that new supply's tolerance with the narcissist. If that new supply catches on, then eventually the narcissist is slowly but surely going to start to discard them. And that's pretty much how that goes. But yeah. I know a lot of people wonder about that too, though, like, because with my narc, as I said, I think he was already talking to this person, but he never let me know about it. Of course, he was, thank you guys for that like, and let me know what you guys think as well, and how your experience was. Did you witness the narcissist moving in with their new supply like super quick after you guys broke up? Let me know. I'd love to hear about it. But with my narc, pretty much he was keeping a secret that he had a girlfriend, that he was already talking to someone. Like I said, he was future faking me. And pretty much when I decided, I was like, hey, I'm not going to be a side chick. I'm not going to be someone that you just put to the side and you start talking to someone else, And so immediately he started parading this person around. And what's interesting is the picture that he posted up on his Facebook, the comments, people was like, oh, I can't wait to meet her. And, oh, she's so sweet. Oh, you're lucky. When are you guys going to have children and stuff like that? So I'm thinking they had already moved in, but he was already with her. So he had already secured that supply. You know what I mean? So it was not like anything that I could really do. And I didn't even want to break him up. I'm just like, well, if you chose that person, then that's on you. I don't want to get involved in that. You guys know what I mean? But yeah, it was crazy, to be honest, and something that I still think about. But I realized that it's better the new supply than me, right? Because I don't have to deal with the narcissist anymore. But yeah, it was a tough time. But anyway, if you guys are dealing with that, witnessing the narcissist with the new supply, understand it's not about you at all. Know that the narcissist is just doing it based off of their own needs, based off of their selfish needs. And then they want to kill two birds with a stone, right? Hey, P-Mac. Hey there. So basically, they want to make you jealous, right? Let's say if you find out that the narcissist moved in with the new supply, they want to make you jealous, but they also want to make that new supply happy, give them, groom them more, love bomb them, so that way the new supply can stay attached to them and never want to leave and think like, oh, the narcissist is in love with me. Oh my God, I found the love of my life. You know what I mean? And P. Mackie said, I finally just got rid of my narcissist. Awesome. Congratulations. That is amazing. That is good. Yes, I remember when I got rid of my narc, that was one of the, I guess it was a really bad time for me. I'm not going to lie, you guys. Like I know I mentioned this before, but I went through a depression. I felt lonely a lot. I was angry too. I was frustrated and I wanted to get back. I wanted to get even, but I didn't know how because the narcissist lived so far away from me. And I don't know if I told you guys too, but when I used to date the narc, like I drove all the way from Orange County to Hollywood. Now, I don't know if you guys are familiar with LA, but those freeways be packed with cars and it's a long drive. It's a long drive. And I did that so much. And it's just like he could just easily discard me, didn't care like that I took my time and I drove to see him and he did not care. He just went off and made a new life with the new supply. And this is the other thing that really, it hurt me too. I'm not going to lie to you guys. But when I found out that the narcissist had a baby with the supply, like, have you guys ever had that feeling? Like, I couldn't believe it, but I was just kind of like, hey, he's just moving on. Maybe he found like happiness, but that was before I knew about narcissists. I was just looking at that like I really, like my heart like skipped a beat. Like when I saw that he had a baby, I was like, wow, like he really had a baby. Like, you know what I mean? It was crazy. And CJ says, yup, same-ish, new parent. Right. And then P-Mac says, she have tried everything to contact me. It's so weird. I blocked on everything. Good, P-Mac. I feel so free and at peace. Awesome. How long were you dealing with your narc, P-Mac? And what's going on, CJ? How is your day today? But yeah, excuse me. Yeah, just having those flashbacks, you guys. Like, any of you guys have like those triggers and those memories? Does it ever like get to you? I know, like, I think it was probably like a few months after I went no contact with the narc. I like the triggers. Ooh, it was bad for me. I know, like, I used to break down and cry a lot, like really grieve the narc, because I guess I was literally grieving a lost dream. Like the narcissist literally will kill your dreams, you guys. So if you are in contact with one, please just stay away. You don't want to be around those kind of people because they're very destructive. They're dangerous to be around. Very unhealthy. So please take care of yourself and don't allow the narcissist to be back into your energy, right? And P. Maggie said 10 months too long. Oh my God. Wow. I mean, at least it wasn't years, because I know I dealt with the narc for 4 years and oh God, too long, right? And unfortunately, I lived with my aunt who was a narcissist. I lived with her for 5 years. So, and that's the other thing. I don't know if I told you guys, but while living with my aunt that was a narc, I was dealing with the narcissist, the male guy, right? For 4 years. So if you guys can only imagine all of that traumatized that I got, all of the abuse and the manipulations and the silent treatments and the controlling, like, it was just crazy. And this is another thing that I never really shared with you guys. So you guys know, like, when narcissists get together, when two narcs are in a relationship, how crazy that can be. Like, just total chaos, total drama, total confusion, conflicts, all this stuff, right? But when my aunt was noticing that I was started talking to the male narc, she was getting jealous and she was trying to figure out, who is this guy? And she was like, I want to know his name. I want to write down his number. I'm going to call him. and she got so jealous. And then the guy narc, he was trying to pretend like, oh yeah, I understand, she's just mad. And, he was like trying to pretend like he was, concerned and that he cared about me. But all along, he was just laughing. He was just literally laughing. Like he had no care in the world. He's just like, yeah, I just want to see her self-destruct, It's so crazy how they are. CJ, you say you good. What about you? I'm good too. Did you ever? Yes, I did check out that video. I liked it. Yes. Cindy said yes, and he's still trying to contact me. Moved from his own place that was beautiful to a dump, and even tried the whole we aren't together anymore. So I'm sorry for messing us up as they lived. Wow, as they lived together. That's crazy. Yeah, narcissists will move in with their new supply quick. And that can hurt. That will sting, right? You guys, doesn't that hurt? Like to see that, because you probably had plans to move in with your narcissist. Maybe you had plans to have kids with them before. Obviously, you didn't know they're a narc. Maybe you wanted to marry them, and to see that they marry someone else, to see that they move in with someone else, like, or have a kid with someone else. I was shocked myself. I was like, they had a kid with their new supply? Like, really? So what is he trying to say about me? Like I wasn't worthy of having his child, or like, you know what I mean? That's what I was thinking. Like, again, before I did my research and I knew what I was dealing with, I was just like all over the place. And yeah, it's crazy. So, yeah. And the crazy part about it is the new supply, they don't even know what they're getting themselves into. So to me, I'm just like, man, I wish her the best. Like, I feel sorry for them. Did any of you guys ever feel sorry for the new supply? And then we also have the times where maybe we want to warn the new supply about the narc. And I didn't do that, but someone actually tried to warn me and I didn't listen. Did any of you guys ever been warned maybe by like an ex or another person that used to deal with the narc? They try to tell you about the narc and maybe you like ignored it, or you're like, oh, they're just crazy, or oh, they're just trying to break up what we got going on. Because what me and this person got is so special, and you know what I mean? So yeah, I wish I would have listened. I really, really wish I would have listened, because it would have saved me a lot of heartbreak. But they always say it takes you having to experience that hurt in order for you to learn that lesson, unfortunately, So, CJ, you say you missed a bullet, right? I dodged a bullet, right? But yeah, it was hurtful. I'm not going to lie to you guys. So I just wanted to make this video. Like I said, shout out to you, Cindy, because I was thinking like that would be like a really nice topic to talk about, because we just see like after, again, either if you leave the narc or if the narcissist discards you, they are suddenly happy. They're suddenly in a loving relationship. They're all moved in, with the new supply, and just so happy, living their best life, without you, like making it seem like you're the problem, your fault, like, and this is the thing, like we're single after dealing with the narcissist because we actually did love that person. We loved their false self, because you guys know narcissists, their personality is not real. Like that's not who they really are. Like they're evil, manipulative, cunning, deceptive. That's really truly them, not the person in the beginning, which, that love bombed us, that groomed us, that idealized us, that put us on that high pedestal, And this is the other thing that I wanted to tell you guys too, is you guys know that I dealt with a borderline for 4 months. Borderlines are similar to narcs, but not as destructive. I mean, borderlines, the thing about them is they do have the ability to get help, which separates them from narcissists. But the borderline, I should have saw this as a red flag. I remember because we used to work together, and he asked me, he was like, oh, like, do you have your own place? And I was like, yeah. And he was like, oh, well, why don't I just keep my stuff here? And I wasn't thinking much of it, but long and behold, I had only been knowing him for like a week or two. And he was literally like moved in, like not like officially, but like he had his belongings at my place, like toothbrush and deodorant and all that stuff. And he was like spending the night, like, pretty much every night, you know what I mean? And so I didn't see that as a red flag, but that's another way how the narcissist could move in quickly, because you may not even realize that's what they're doing, but they're just trying to get that control and that power over you. so that way you can be codependent on them, right? So yeah, it is something else, you guys. So that's pretty much all I wanted to talk about, unless you guys had any topics or anything else. I really enjoy chatting with you guys and getting on the live streams, because it helps me to just keep moving forward with this, and to know that what I went through was not in vain. Because every day I think God, why did I have to go through narcissistic abuse? Because to me, I wouldn't wish this on anyone. This is something that really, it changed me, right? But it changed me for the better. And I know sometimes it doesn't work that way for some. I mean, sometimes if you are in an abusive relationship, a toxic or a harmful relationship, it could turn you just like that person. And that's how I feel like some people become narcissists, because they've been abused by a narcissist. So they're like, okay, so that person did that to me, I'm just going to do that to everybody that I meet, and I'm never going to get hurt again. I'm always going to have my guard up. I'm not trusting no more. People are out to get me, right? That's the kind of mindset that you get after dealing with a narcissist, until you realize that not everybody is like that. It's just, sometimes you may have to go through those experiences to learn and then move forward and understand how to recognize that kind of person and avoid them at all costs. Don't give them any chances. If you see red flags, if you see some signs, or your intuition is telling you something is not right, just trust it, go with it, and I guess that's one of the things that I do regret, is not listening to my gut. Because I feel like my gut was really trying to steer me in the right direction. I just kind of, I think a lot of us, we focus on, when we're dealing with the narcissist, we think about what we want. We want a relationship. We want to be with this person. We have the time, the history, the memories. And we're like, I have to make this work with this person just because of all the time that we got together. But it's no, it's if they're abusing you and using you and belittling you, that is not a healthy relationship. You can do better, right? So yeah, Cindy. Oh, okay. So you been with the narcissist for 3 years? Wow, I see. Yeah, I was with the narc for 5, and like I said, I lived with my aunt for I was with my narcissist for 4 years, and I lived with my aunt for 5 years. So, and I dated a borderline for 4 months. So CJ says you was two dating because was you two dating because will they date you to move in? Some of them will, yeah. Some of them will date you to move in, maybe because they need help or something. And like I said, it depends on the new supply. Whoever that new supply is, they have to have something that the narcissist needs, because when the narcissist is dating, they're very picky. So I know this sounds weird, but the narcissist chooses you because 9 times out of 10, you have a lot to offer. You got things going on. Maybe you're really attractive. Maybe you're successful. You're confident. You're loving. You're caring. Maybe you put other people before you. Maybe you're a people pleaser, and the narcissist plays on that. Maybe you're very just kind-hearted, could be a caregiver or something like that, and you give a lot, and the narcissist wants someone like that because they could take, and they don't want you to expect anything from them, which is crazy, right? It's why would I give you everything and you're not giving me nothing? You know what I mean? What kind of relationship is that? But that is what a narcissist wants in their supplies, right? And their victims. You know what I mean? And Cindy, you said, I live with mine and we were engaged. He is still paying in my ring. What? Oh my God. That is crazy. That is so crazy. Cindy says, La Fala, and gave her a ring 4 weeks after they met. Yeah, I'm sorry to hear that, Cindy. Yeah, like I said, they'll do that just for their own selfish reasons. Like I said, just to secure supply. And they also, narcissists can't be alone. Remember that, you guys. They cannot be alone. They need to have a source of supply. Without it, they just feel like nothing at all. Now, remember too, you're never the only person talking to the narcissist. Trust me, there's multiple other sources of supply that they're talking to. Just because they already know in the back of their mind, they know eventually it's going to end with you. And they know the same thing with the new supply. It's going to end with them. And then the next person, then the next person, then the next person, right? So they already knowing that in their head. So they already keeping other so-called friends, right? But really potential supplies, potential victims, So yeah. And PMAX says, I have no regrets. I learned a lot about her as well as myself. I needed to experience that because now I know that they exist and I know now what to look for. It made me stronger. Awesome, PMAC. Yeah, see, the whole point of dealing with the narcissist is to take the lesson from it, to gain your strength and to gain knowledge and wisdom. Take that on to your next relationship and make sure you don't do that again. Make sure you get to know that person. You take it slow. And it's now here's the thing about love bombing, because people are like, oh yeah, the narc loves bomb me. And some people may feel like you get love bombed in a healthy relationship, because think about it. When you're in a relationship, when you're just meeting someone, yeah, you're going to be nice. Yeah, you want to give a good impression. You want to make that person happy, and you want to put your best foot forward, right? But it just gets to a point where it's just overly like, caring and showing affection and attention, and it's almost like that person is looking to gain something, and you could tell it's almost like forced, and it's like they're just trying to show interest in anything and everything just like too quickly. It's just too fast. That is just a red flag. And then for me, and like I said, I had no idea what I was dealing with, you guys. Like, I was 21 when I first was dealing with the narcissist. I'm 31 now. But I remember we went out on a date one time, and he was like super slick, super smooth. So I knew he like read about relationships. He had to. He was smooth. So we was at the restaurant, and I was just like there, just like looking at the menu. And then I look up, and he's just like looking at me in my eyes, and he's just staring at me. And it's just, kind of like at first I was like, oh, this is sweet. Like, he's showing me attention. He's showing me affection, like that he likes me. But he just continues to keep doing it. And I'm just like, okay, this is kind of awkward, scary. Like, why are you doing that? So I don't know, if you just kind of see things that are just like, you just feel uncomfortable, just kind of take heed. Like, maybe this person is just trying to like love bomb you or get you to be a certain way and groom you, like just overdoing it, because like, I mean, you could look at a person like, maybe, okay, yeah, you are acknowledging their beauty, but it's just, if it's for like a minute straight and you're just not blinking at all like that, I don't know. I would just feel a little uncomfortable. That's just me. I don't know how you guys feel about it, but that's what I went through with the narc. And then he actually did that a couple other times. And like I said, I thought like, oh, is he falling in love? Like, I wasn't used to that, right? And the narcissist knows this. The narcissist studies us victims and us survivors. They know what humans want. They know that, we want love, we want happiness. The narc knows this, and they want to give that to you in the beginning so they could get you as a supply, right? But in the end, you realize that they was just doing that just to manipulate the situation, manipulate you into staying with them, right? They don't want you to move on to anyone else. They want you to stay with them and get abused, So thank you. We all have a long journey, but we are strong. And now I know what's out there. Yes, Cindy. Yes, avoid. And then CJ says, it's the narc stare. Yes, it is. Give me 1 second. My heater's about to turn on, you guys. One moment. When my heater turns on, it's so loud and it's hard for me to hear. But yeah, you guys. And PMAX says, yes, the demonic stare is weird. Yes, it is so weird. And like I said, I know he did this stare to me before. I will never forget this, you guys. I want to say it was New Year's. It was like during the holiday time. And I remember he was trying to get me to accept being like a side chick. Like, he was trying to convince me, like, because he told me he had a girlfriend, but this was after the fact. He first of all, he lied to me and said he was single, but he already had a girlfriend. And he was just like, oh, his girlfriend was cool with, him having other side chicks and stuff like that. And he was wanting me to be cool with that. I'm like, no, I'm good, And so he got frustrated and he got up, and that was pretty much like a narc injury, right? And but even I think it was like either before or after, we kind of just had like this staring session. Now, you guys, I'm telling you this, like, I never in my life have I looked at someone for so long. But with the narc, I'm trying to remember how long it was. It had, like, I did not blink. He did not blink. Like, it was just the most scariest thing. Because at first I was thinking like, oh, okay, like this is super sweet. Like we making eye contact, super like romantic. But then I think this was after me telling him no, that I didn't want to do what he wanted me to do. That's when he did that look, and it was almost as if he was like, I'm gonna make you do it. I'm gonna get you. Like, you know what I mean? So I don't know. It's just something you will only know if you experience this, if you've been with a narcissist. You guys know what I mean? So yeah. I got my little smoothie drink here, but yeah, you guys, but that's it. That's all I wanted to talk about today. I hope that you guys enjoyed this, and hopefully that it was helpful. Like I said, please just stay away from the narcissist. If you already dealt with one and you overcame it, that's amazing. If you're dealing with one now, just reach out for help, and don't be afraid. And this is the other thing too, and I used to be like this too. And the other thing, the narcissist used to tell me, you guys can let me know what you think. The narcissist used to say that asking for help was weak. Did any of you guys as narcissists ever do that too? Because I feel like, because I know that sometimes some of my clients, they would come to me and be like, Joy, I need help, but I just feel like this is weak, and I don't want to feel weak, and I don't want to feel like, me being with a person is causing me to get some help, and I was like, yeah, like it makes sense, because when you're in a relationship with a narcissist, they try to make you seem like, if you're asking for help, it's weak. But to me, I think it's strong, because you're recognizing like, hey, it's a problem here. Like there's an issue and I need help. I can't do it by myself. You guys know what I mean? So I was just like, that's so crazy. Like most narcs do that, but then the other end is that, they get you to be codependent on them, where it's almost like you're relying on them. So it's really like mind blowing, right? Hey, Miss Rose, how are you? You said they can be in full-blown relationships and will tell other people they're right. They will tell other people they're single. They play on such cinematics and technicals to make themselves feel good about the lies. Yes, some narcs think that they're invincible. Yes, you're right, Miss Rose. Absolutely. Like, and again, I really should have seen this as a red flag, but he literally lied to my face, you guys. Like, have you guys ever noticed the narcissist can like tell you a lie and just with no empathy, like just look at you with a straight face, look at you right dead in your eyes and lie to you with no care in the world? Like, I remember like asking him, I'm like, no, I actually didn't ask him. He actually said it. He was like, yeah, I'm single, blah, blah, blah. This is literally when we're on a date. That's what he told me, right? When we first met. And then like 3 months later, he's like, oh yeah, I have a girlfriend, but she's cool with me with having side chicks. I'm like, dude, you really just like lied in my face with no care in the world. Like they're literally like ruthless, like, so it's crazy. But anyway, I hope that you guys enjoyed this. I'm signing out for the day. Make sure that you guys do like, share, and subscribe. And I will see you guys. I'll be back on here Wednesday. And you guys stay safe during the holiday time. You guys have any plans for the holidays? Are you guys traveling? I know with COVID going on, there's probably not much going on, but as far as travel, but I hope that you guys are with family and friends and being safe out there, and enjoy. And again, I really enjoy chatting with you guys. Please make sure that you guys always tune in every time I do a live. Please chime in. I love you guys so much. Oh, P Mac. Oh, thank you so much. I'm happy you enjoyed it. Thank you so much. All right, you guys. I will see you guys later. Have a good day. Bye-bye now.